Hey guys, so I know I already made a video telling about my One Direction Ultimate VIP experience, but I didn't realize how long it was until after I posted it. So this is just going to be the short version about the meet and greet. So yeah, if you watched that one, thank you. You were awesome. I get really annoying and boring after 40 minutes. So thank you. And yeah, I'll try to keep this one shorter. So basically, we went into the Lexus Club, which was where the meet and greet was, because we were waiting in a hallway outside of it. I don't know if anyone knows Wells Fargo Center, but it's this club, like, in the basement. And I think it's, like, a bar for sporting events and stuff. So we go in there, and I see the boys. And first one, I walked in, and I just saw Louis, and he was, like, climbing off of Niall's back. So I don't really know what was going on there, but I start, like, crying. I wasn't crying. I was almost, like, starting to cry. So I said to my mom, I'm like, it's the boys. She's like, I can see. They're acting stupid. That's them. So, yeah, that was the first thing I saw. So I was like, that's the guys I love. So then we go in, and I'd say there were like 10 people maybe in front of us. So it was like 3 groups, and then it was us. So basically when the first group was going up, they had these screens since it's like a bar. So they had TV screens, and they were showing upcoming like acts that were coming to Wells Fargo. So this is the really embarrassing part. So we were in Philly, so when it said the Eagles and I wasn't looking, and I hear Niall and he's like, go Eagles, and I'm like, my family's huge Philly sports fans, just saying that first. So he says go Eagles, and I get freaked out. I'm like, yeah, go Eagles, and I looked at the screen and it was the band. So I should have known that because now I was like obsessed with them. But yeah, so that was kind of embarrassing, but it was really cute because he's like, yeah, Eagles, and then everyone started cheering. It was really cute. So then when the people in front of us walked up, well, as they were walking up, Harry sneezes, and I just had to say, he looks really cute when he sneezes. Oh, also, he was wearing this, like, turban, or actually, I'll get there later. He was wearing a thing on his head, but yeah, I'll tell that when I get to the picture. So he sneezes, and he looked really cute. He was like, achoo, like, he doesn't. Sorry, I'm like fangirling as I'm telling this. So he sneezes, and I was the first. I'm like, bless you, Harry. And I said it like as soon as he sneezed. And then everyone after me was like, bless you, bless you. And I'm like, way to copy me. And he points over the people in front of us and points to me, and he goes, thank you. And I'm like, you're welcome, which kind of sounded stupid, but it was nice at the time. I was so nervous. I was like a mess. So I'm surprised I even talked. But, yeah, so it's my turn to go up. Well, first it wasn't Paul, but they had a security person there that took all your gifts, because you're only allowed to give them something if they can wear it for the pictures. Like, you can't give them a book or a letter because they don't want it in other people's pictures or something. So I made them this huge scrapbook, basically, with, like, letters from other fans and stuff, and telling, like, my whole story of how they've helped me, and, like, pictures from other concerts I've went to of theirs. So I gave it to the security guy, and I went up to them, and I said, can I have a group hug? And they're like, yeah, of course. And so we go in for the group hug. And the order they were lined up in was Harry, Niall, Louis, Liam, Zayn. So for the group hug, I'm in between Zayn and Harry. So we go into group hug, and as Harry's walking in, he's doing this really cute thing, and he was, like, shuffling, and he's like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and it was really, that doesn't sound anything like it. His was a lot better. And it sounded really cute. So, so we're in the hug, but it wasn't like a tight hug. It was kind of like a huddle thing. So when we're in there, the one thing I wanted to do, my main goal with the meet and greet was to, like, thank them for saving my life. Because, like I said, I wrote that in the book because they really did kind of not save my life, but they changed it. But I was just kind of saying saved because, you know, same thing. So we're in the huddle, and I didn't know if I'd get all their attention again. So we're in the huddle. I'm like, I just want to thank you guys because, like, you saved my life, and the whole story's in the book, but yeah, just thank you. And I was rambling, and it sounded weird, but they got the point. And Harry, I learned this about, like, he's a nice guy, like, everybody knows that, but when you meet him, you really can tell he's, like, literally the most genuine person I've ever met. Like, so he looked me, like, straight in the eyes, and he's like, no, babe, thank you. And I'm, like, freaking out. But he's really sweet. Like, he didn't say it in, like, any kind of joke, but, like, he meant it completely. And my dad's like, oh, Harry was trying to flirt with you, when I told him after. And my mom's like, no, he's just, like, a really nice guy. Yeah, anyway, I'm off topic. So Harry thanked me Yeah. And then Niall, like, sticks his hand up, and I think he wanted a high five, so I high-fived him. If he didn't, that's really awkward. I'm sorry, Niall. But yeah, I high-fived him. Then for the picture, I went between Liam and Louie, because I love all the guys. Like, I love all of them, but Liam's my favorite, and Louie was actually my favorite in the beginning. So my whole thing the whole time, I wanted to stand between the two of them for the picture. So I got to. Luckily, they were standing next to each other. So for the picture, I originally wanted them all to, like, hold me up because, well, I tore my calf muscle. So, yeah, that's why I have the bandage on it. So I wanted them, like, lifting me up and making, like, puppy dog faces. But the people said, like, something happened at another show, so they're not allowed to lift us up anymore. So that was kind of sad. So I said to Liam, because he's next to me, and he's famous for his, like, pouting face. I think he's doing it in the pic. No, that's not it. But there's a lot, you know what I mean, if you're a directioner. Sorry, I like fangirl just talking about this. I'm sorry. So, I said to Liam, I'm like, Liam, can you make a pouty face? Because I hurt my leg. And I wanted to say, like, I tore my calf, but I kind of just said, I hurt my leg. So he looks, so he turns to me, and he, like, makes puppy, he does, like, this. And I'm like, yeah, perfect. So, like, because I think he wanted to, I don't know if that's what he was doing. I think he was making sure he's doing the right thing. So he did. I'm like, yeah, perfect. So then for the picture, he points to my leg. And then at the last minute, Zane pointed too. And Louie did. But they didn't get it in the first one. So they're like, okay, we're going to do, the lady that's taking pictures points to Louie. She's like, okay, we got to do that again. So I don't know if he pointed, but this is the one we got. I don't know if you can see it. But, yeah, there's Liam, and he's pointing to my leg with the puppy dog face. And Zane, I don't really know what he's doing, but I love it. And that's Harry with the thing I said, how he's wearing his, like, turban thing. I'm not really sure. And I don't know if this makes me, like, special, but in every other meet and greet picture that I've ever seen, like, the other one, like, Louie's never really just smiling. Louie or Niall are always, like, making some kind of face. So I don't know if that means they didn't like me and they didn't want to make a face, or if I was, like, special. So, yeah, I don't know, but I still love it. I have, like, 20 copies of it. That's kind of creepy, but I have, yeah. Anyway, so, and then my mom decided, well, as we're walking out, Liam is, like, after we take a picture, Liam's like, bye, babe. I'm like, wait, my mom wants to get in a picture, because we got two, because there were two of us. And my mom's actually a big Wendy fan. That sounds kind of weird, but, so she goes up to them. She's like, hi, guys, you're great. And I don't know what she said, because this is the worst thing. I was kind of just standing there for the rest of this, and I should have talked to them for that, like, 10 seconds she was walking over. But I didn't. So, yeah, Louie's like, we can't forget. I'm like, I want to get a pic. My mom was getting a picture. And Liam's like, okay. And Liam's like, not Liam. Louie goes like, we can't forget her mom. And I was, like, laughing, and it was kind of awkward. But it was really cute and funny. So my mom walks over, and she says she felt uncomfortable hugging them, so she, like, shakes their hands. I don't know what she did. So she was between Harry and Niall. I know, Nary yeah. Anyway, so she was in between them for the picture. And I think she said to them, like, oh, I think you guys are great, and my daughter's made me a fan or something. And here's the best part. Harry was flirting with my mom, who is, like, 30 years older than him. So, here's what happened. After we get out of the meet and greet, the people all behind us come running up to my mom. They're like, Harry was flirting with you. Did you know that? And, like, they call people babe all the time, but he called her sweetheart. And apparently, I didn't see it because I was, like, on the other side. But apparently, when she walked over, he, like, stuck his leg out in front of her. I don't know what you were trying to do there, Harry. But, yeah, so apparently he was trying to flirt with my mom. So then, this is the picture. Me with my mom with them. And this one, like, I think they had the flash on or something in the other one, because they all look a lot tanner and stuff in this, especially Harry. He looks really good. And also, in this one, it's cool because you can see Louie, sorry, I don't know. So Louie, you can see his new tattoo, the rope. You probably can't really see it, but yeah, it's there. Sorry, it's there. It's there. You can see it if you, like, pause this and zoom in. So you can see it. So then after the picture, my mom, I don't know who she said it to, but she said to some of them, she's like, I just want to thank you because you really helped my daughter and you kind of saved her life. So me and my husband, because my dad wasn't there, she's like, so on behalf of me and my husband, we just want to thank you. And I think that's when Harry called her sweetheart. So while she's doing this, this was like my main thing that I'm mad at myself about. I wanted Liam kissing my cheek for the picture because my mom's like, oh, you should get one with them pointing to your leg, and then with me, you should have Liam kissing your cheek. I completely forgot to ask him because I'm like in shock. Like it finally synced in when I was there. I'm like, I'm getting my picture with them. So yeah, so after the picture, so yeah, there's no picture proof of this, but I swear to God, Liam, he kissed my cheek. So I'm like, Liam, can I have a kiss on the cheek? I don't know if I said on the cheek. I'm like, Liam, can I have a kiss? And I pointed to my cheek, and he's like, sure, babe. And he kissed my cheek, this cheek right here. And this sounds like really weird, but I felt his stubble, like he was growing a little stubble, and I felt it like rub against my face, and it was like, oh, I can still, this sounds kind of creepy, but I can still feel it like, oh my God, like oh. So yeah, so this is the cheek Liam kiss. So as we're walking out, I realized that I had like, so I'm like, bye guys, and they're, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm really awkward in these things. I'm like fangirling just talking about it. So after Liam kisses me, this is the worst, another embarrassing thing. I kind of felt like I was in Disney World, where after you get the picture, you like hug them. So Liam kissed my cheek, and I kind of just grabbed him and like hugged him, and it was kind of awkward, but he hugged me back, so I think it's okay. And he was really like, I don't know, this sounds weird. He looked so like huggable because you can see he was in a sweatshirt and a hoodie, and I don't know, I just wanted to like hug him, so I hugged him. And as we're walking out, I realized I had like I had an individual like speaking like conversation, I guess you could say, with all of them except for Zane. So as we're walking out, I'm like, bye Zane, and I waved. He's like, bye. So yeah, we walk out, and then we saw Paul on the way out. I'm like, hi Paul, and I met him. Actually, we talked to him 2 more times, and then we met him a 4th time. We talked to him 3 times, and I got a picture with him the 4th time. So yeah, anyway, that's another long story. So yeah, so we walk out, and I start crying. So yeah, and I called my dad, and I called a couple of my friends, and I sent out like a tweet saying, I'll call everybody later, but I met them, and then everyone started tweeting me back. So I think I sent out a group. I don't even remember what I did, honestly. So then yeah, that was basically it for the meet and greet. So for this ends, I know it's kind of getting long. I think I'm at like 12 and a half minutes. Yeah, 12 and a half. So I'll try to keep this short, but there's a lot of questions that people have been asking me on Twitter or Instagram and on the other video. So I just thought I'd answer like the top 2 or 3. So the main question I've been getting is, what do they smell like? Well, this was the thing, like when we walked in, like before the meet and greet, I kept telling myself, I'm like, oh, I gotta remember what they smell like. I completely forgot. I didn't even pay attention, but like until the end. Like I didn't pay attention to the group hug, so this sounds weird, I only like smelled Niall and Liam. Again, that sounds weird. Like Niall, and you can tell in the picture, I think he was working out that day because he smelled like sweat, but not like disgusting sweat. Like oh, I just worked out. Like cool sweat, if that makes sense. And Liam, this is one like I don't know how to describe Niall's, but Liam's, this sounds weird, but he sounded like smelled like when you get laundry and it comes out of the dryer and has that like fresh, clean smell. That's what he smelled like. I don't know if it was his sweatshirt or what it was, but he was like so cuddly. Like it sounds weird. I'm sorry. He was like a teddy bear. So that's why I like awkwardly grabbed him after he kissed me. Ooh, sorry. I like get every time I say like Liam kissed me, it like freaks me out. I'm sorry. I'm fangirling again. I'm really sorry. Yeah. And the other big question I've been getting is people saying like, oh, are they nice in person? Are they really like they are like in interviews and stuff in person? And honestly, I've loved them for like a year and a half now before I even met them. And they're honestly like this, everyone knows they're the sweetest guys, but when you meet them, they're sweet, they're like sweetness. Yeah, that makes sense. Their sweetness is like so sincere. Like when they say something to you, like I said with Harry, when they say something, they like look you in the eye and they genuinely mean it. So that was like something kind of surprising. Not surprising, like I knew they were sweet, but it was just like really, yeah. And there were other moments, you can look in the other video, where they just do like sweet things that they don't have to. No cameras are on them. They don't have to do it, but they do nice things. So yeah, they really are as amazing as they seem in person, if not better. And they look exactly the same too. If anything, at our meet and greet, they weren't wearing any makeup. Well, not makeup, but weren't, like, they were completely, like, sweaty and stuff. But they were for sound check too. Like, they weren't made up or anything, but they still looked like exactly the same. And that shows, like, how down to earth they are. Sorry, I'm rambling again. So yeah, that's basically it. Like I said before, if you have any questions, comment them below. I'll answer them. I might make another video, maybe not. So yeah, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. So yeah, again, sorry this is really long, longer than it was supposed to be. And sorry, I'm like really awkward and stuff, but I'm sorry. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.